Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Leia and thank you for clicking on the video. So today's video is actually going to be super different than what I normally do. I really wanted to make a video explaining and talking with you guys about my 2020 goals or resolutions, but I figured just kind of like talking to you guys was probably going to be a little bit boring. So I decided to do a get ready with me. Now, everything I do makeup-wise, it's not going to be revolutionary. It's just pretty much how I get ready on the everyday. I will list all the products that I use in the description box below if you are interested, but I'm not going to like go into detail in explaining anything I do. This video is mainly because I want to talk to you guys about my goals this year. I was very proud of myself last year that I accomplished a lot of my goals on my list. I think maybe there was like 2 rollovers, but majority of the things that I wanted to accomplish, I did. And 2019 was the first year that I actually set myself goals and reminders, and I felt really good about myself. I kept talking to certain people about them, of how proud I was of myself. So I do have certain goals for this year, and I have them written down on my phone, and also I have them written down on a notebook. I use this notebook for everything. So I will be referencing them because I want to cover a lot of different topics with you guys. So if you do want to see this video, number one, please do subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I would love to have you here for future videos. I do plan on having a great 2020 on YouTube, so I'd love you guys to be a part of it. And please do like this video if you do. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, I already kind of put a little bit of foundation on my hand. I'm just going to put that on my face. My number one goal in 2020 is self-care. And the reason I say that is because as I've gotten older, I've kind of noticed that I've been wearing out a little bit. I mean, we just naturally change as people. I know a lot of people would disagree and be like, oh my God, Leia, you're still so young, which I definitely am. I am 30 this year. So new decade of life for me too. Not only is a new decade for everybody, but this is my first year in my 30s. So new decade for me as well. And I want to do more things like self-care. I do a lot of stuff already. Like, you know, I get my nails done, my hair done, you know, I do my like wax appointments and stuff. But what I mean by self-care is I mean just by like not only like putting myself first, but understanding like my limits and understanding like when, you know, enough is enough, or when I need to take a break or stuff like that. Like one of the things I want to do is do things that make me more happy. And one of the things that I really want to do is I want to start like dance classes. That's stuff that I used to do a lot when I was younger, and I really enjoyed it. And it's a good way to like exercise, and it's a good way to just have fun and meet people. So I do want to start that. I'd love to start like horseback riding lessons. That's stuff that I've always loved my whole life too, and I'd like to start that as well. Also, I want to work on being a morning person. I feel like a lot of times, this is Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like a lot of times, especially when I'm home, I wake up like probably like at 9 or 10, and I feel like by the time I'm ready, like half my day is over with. So I feel like I want to be more of a morning person because for one, I love the mornings, and two, I don't know, I just feel like you get more accomplished, like early bird gets the worm. So that's one thing that I really want to work on. But I also want to work on like my self-esteem. I feel like I have struggled with self-esteem issues my whole life because I feel like I've always been kind of like an outsider. In a way, sometimes I feel like it's kind of still in me, and it's kind of like it's that feeling still lives in me to this day. I feel like I'm an outsider with everybody. Like I stated before, like I don't have tons of friends, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's good to keep your like circle small, but like I don't know, I feel like for as social as I am, people just don't flock to me, if that makes sense, which I don't really understand. But I just want to work on my self-esteem, like, and knowing that I am enough and stuff like that. So I did start therapy classes in 2019 just to have someone to talk to, like someone who doesn't know me. And therapy is definitely like a healthy thing. It's not something that I'm ashamed of. I'm actually proud of it. And I want to continue to do that. I love talking to somebody, again, that doesn't know me, that doesn't have like any type of like prior opinions of me. She's just there to help me, and I really like that. So that's another part of like self-care that I want to cover in 2020 is continue like therapy. This is my Maybelline Fit powder. So I definitely think that is a win at life and not a failure. I know a lot of people have different opinions, but to me, I really enjoy it. I don't know, those are some of my like biggest things this year, is just to work on myself and becoming a better woman, because I'm pretty much setting up the rest of my life in these next 10 years, and I want to set it up correctly and like where I will succeed and be happy with the result. I also want to work on like not necessarily fitness. I do have a goal weight in mind, but I more so want to work on just becoming more healthy. I have noticed like when I gain weight that my health kind of goes down a little bit. Like I had high cholesterol this year when I did my blood work, and you know, just certain things like that. I don't want to be diabetic because it does run in my family. So I want to just work on certain like fitness goals, and I have actually been doing a good job already, but that's just something again that I'm trying really hard to like work on. And I know everyone says their New Year's resolution is to work out and be fit. This is just Studio Fix powder. Everyone just wants to, you know, New Year's resolution is just to go to the gym and lose weight and stuff, but I feel like I don't necessarily like need to, I mean, yeah, I need to lose weight, but I'm not doing it for the reasons of like to be superficial and be like hot in a bikini on the beach, because for one, I don't think I will ever do that. It's not necessarily my style. I want to do it to be healthy, and I want to do it for like my own reasons, like to fit better in clothes, yes, of course, but I don't know, just to feel better about myself. So it's not for anybody else, it's for myself. So yeah, that is like my number one goal this year, is just to do things that make me happy. I just want to be happy. I really want to get my Disney pass back. That is a huge passion of mine, and I've stated before that I want to start including that in my channel. I'm currently not an annual pass holder. I have been the last like 7 years, but I stopped it in 2019 because for one, it was getting really expensive and I couldn't afford it at the time. But two, I knew like Star Wars Galaxy Edge was going to be open, and I knew it was just going to be a really busy time in the park where I don't know if I would have like enjoyed it as much. Plus, we had been going for years and years and years, so I think we were ready for maybe like a small break, because we started noticing like we were doing the same things all the time. But now I'm ready to get back into it. Like I said, I feel like I know a lot about Disneyland and Disney California Adventure because we've been annual pass holders for so long. My laundry is ready. I gotta go change it. But I'm ready. Like I said, I'm ready to get back in. I want to start doing a lot of like Disney stuff on my channel because that's a huge passion of mine. And I think it's another side of me that I'd love to show you guys. So that's something that you should expect in 2020. And, you know, just the regular self-care. I do plan on still continuing to do, you know, my hair, my makeup, my nails, because that's stuff that makes me happy. I'm actually going to start doing lashes soon. That's something that's another self-care that I'm really excited about. So yeah, those are like, that's like my number one 2020 goal, is just to kind of work on me and put me first. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to go switch over my laundry. And if you are hearing it, I'm sorry, because right here on my wall is our laundry room. So it might get kind of loud. I don't know. But anyways, my second goal for 2020 is definitely like financial goals. I am kind of in just such a pursuit of becoming like debt-free. And maybe not even debt-free, maybe just like getting my bills under control. That's a huge one that I have. Also, like growing a savings, like an emergency fund. I really want to start growing, like in case something were to happen in my job, or if there is a recession and something were to happen. Like growing an emergency fund, and also like a travel fund. Like most of you guys know, I'm a flight attendant, and so I have a nice benefit to travel. Not free, if you guys are wondering, but you know, discounted. And I want to start utilizing those benefits more. So I want to create like a travel fund, like a vacation fund, a savings fund, and just, you know, getting my bills like underneath me and under control. I feel like I kind of have a good grasp on them right now, but you know, things can always get better. Oh, by the way, I did do my brows off camera. They're really boring and they're long, so that's why I did that. So yeah, I've actually been working on creating a budget. I do follow One Big Happy Life. They are a financial like channel, and Tasha Cochran is her name, and I absolutely love her. I will link them in the description box below, but they do offer a free budget like template that you could use on like Excel or something like that. And I think it's really, really cool that they offer that, and I use that, and I've already started creating my budget. But they do offer a lot of like great like tips and tricks for like creating wealth and, you know, knowing how to like budget yourself. And what I like is their number one philosophy is they're more interested on growing their wealth rather than paying down debts, especially if they're low interest. So again, I do love their channel. I will link them down below, but I have been watching them, and I have been trying to like create a budget and stuff for myself as well. So yeah, that is my second goal for 2020, is just again like financially stabilize myself for my future and so forth. Okay, now my third 2020 financial goal is just to travel more. And I'm not saying like to be out of the country every single month or whatever, because I don't think that, oh, I got a hair, come on. Okay, it was like one of the like hairs off my brush that just got in my mouth. But again, what I mean by travel more is just to like enjoy my time when I do get to travel. I am planning a Paris trip for my 31st birthday in May, so that is something that I'm really excited about. And just to do like small trips here and there, and like I say, utilize my travel fund that I'm going to begin, which I am trying to make it a part of my budget and stuff like that. So yeah, I just feel like that ties into self-care, that ties into my travel goals, So I want to just start doing stuff that makes me happy, and traveling definitely makes me happy. I'm not one that's very materialistic. Like, I guess we all like nice stuff, of course, but I'm not super materialistic. So I really just want to like create memories and stuff like that. I love photographs. I'm really into like photography, and I'm trying to grow like my camera kit and like my lens kit. This is Maybelline Molten Gold. So I want to just go and like do nice pictures. And like I said, even when I travel, I don't bring back souvenirs. I use my photographs as my like memories and stuff. Like I might bring back some small stuff or like skincare or makeup, or like, you know, like small stuff. But for the most part, I'm not like a hoarder. I don't collect crazy stuff. So that is my third goal, is to travel and like create memories doing that, whether it's abroad or in the US or Disney or whatever it may be. Alright guys, I did do a little bit more off camera, like my eyeliner, and I'm already putting some mascara on just because I'm trying to speed this video up a little bit. I don't want it to be forever long, even though it's probably going to end up being that way. But my fourth 2020 goal is my YouTube channel. I am very happy and proud of myself that in 2019 I finally started my channel, and I just want to continue to grow it and grow my content. I know there's a million channels here on YouTube, but I'm very unique, and I like what I like, and I hope that you guys like me and my personality and stuff like that. Like I said, I want to start doing more Disney on my page. I know you guys like the flight attendant stuff, so I will continue to show as much as I can. Also, I'm pretty much an open book. I know I got a lot of heat for it, maybe from my mom. If you're watching, Mom, sorry. But I am an open book, and I'm not embarrassed to share things or about my life or things that technically could be personal. I never really understand how a lot of YouTubers can be YouTubers, but they like to keep their lives private. Part of being a YouTuber is putting your lives on the internet. I mean, definitely there are small things you have to keep private, of course, but like for the most part, I'm an open book, and I like to interact with you guys, and I would love you guys to ask me certain questions that you want to know. whether it's about, you know, flight attending or Disney or just me in general. I'm an open book and I will answer to my best possible abilities. So yeah, I don't know. That is a huge goal in 2020, is just to grow my YouTube channel and have it succeed. I do want to be successful. I do not want to fail at it, but you know, I do want to just continue to grow my content and everything. And I actually really enjoy doing it. I really enjoy filming. I really enjoy editing. Actually, I really enjoy editing. That's kind of like what I like the most. And I want to just continue to grow my channel in 2020. So I went ahead and put on some liner and lashes. I know this is not an everyday type thing because they are very dramatic lashes, but I'm being honest, I love wearing dramatic lashes on an everyday, and that's why I want to start doing like actual like lash extensions, because I just think it just makes your face look so much better. Like your makeup can look great, but as soon as you put on lashes, like bam, it like bumps it up a notch. So these are Lilly Lashes Tokyo, the faux mink. I did get them for Black Friday. I would never pay that on a regular basis because they are pretty expensive, but I did get them like 75% off for Black Friday. So that's why I have them and I love them. But going back to my YouTube channel goal, another thing I want to do is, I hate my background and I'm sure you guys probably hate it too. I do want to work on creating also like a filming space, but I'm not gonna lie, I do live in a really small area, so I don't really have much space to work with. So I don't know what's going to happen in the near future, if I'm going to get a new place or what, but I do want to work on getting a new like background, or maybe just a better like comforter for my bed or something, so it looks like nicer, because I think this looks actually kind of ugly. So that's another goal that I have on my list for my YouTube, you know, 2020 goal. Now, those are my biggest goals that I do have this year. This is just Blunt from MAC. I'm gonna just pop that in my crease just to give my eyes some dimension. But yeah, those are my 4 biggest goals this year. I want to do stuff that is like achievable for myself. I don't want to set myself up for failure. And I want to look back on this video like in December and be like, wow, like I did a really good year. I accomplished some really good stuff. But I do have a couple of like more little things, but they're not like my bigger goals, they're more my little goals. One of them is I kind of want to try to give up dairy. I'm not 100% sure if I want to fully give it up or like cut back. And the only reason I say that is because, you know, when I fly, and being a flight attendant, we do fly constantly. Obviously, it's our job. But I do notice like the dairy like hurts my stomach a lot. And so at least maybe giving up dairy when I fly. I've already like switched to almond milk or soy milk. I don't drink actual regular milk. Even with like my Starbucks coffees or anything like that. I don't know, I just limit my dairy intake, but I do love cheese, and cheese is something that's really hard to give up. It's like my favorite. Who doesn't love cheese? So yeah, that's another thing that I want to work on, is possibly trying to give up dairy, but you know, it's so hard because cheese is life. Okay, so the last thing that I do want to talk about in this video, it's not necessarily a goal. By the way, I did use the Wet n Wild Rebel Rose. It's the liquid catsuit. My clothes is done again. This is just Milani Soft Rose. But the last thing that I want to talk about in terms of like 2020, again, it's not necessarily a goal, but it has to do with my education. I want to further my education somewhere. I did do 5 years at Fresno State when I was younger. I'm about 20 units away from finishing my bachelor's degree. I never really finished at the time just because I didn't like my major. I was a criminology major at the time and I didn't really care for it. It wasn't my personality. So I decided to stop and I did a phlebotomy course instead, and I ended up getting my phlebotomy license. And I actually didn't end up liking that either. So I've always been really indecisive for what I want to do. I've had my goals when I was younger, but I never really stuck to them. I started doing like, you know, other things. Like I said, never really like cared for what I did. So I just stopped going to school. So for this year, I either want to go back and just finish my degree, not in criminology, but in something else. That's something that's huge on my list, but it is such a commitment to go back to school, especially with like my lifestyle and being gone a lot. A couple years ago, I did take a couple classes, college classes, and I want to start maybe trying another class or two, like at a junior college to get back into a state college. I just want to finish my degree to say that I finished it and to be accomplished. I'm already paying student loans, so I might as well have a degree. The reason that I hold back a little bit is just because I don't necessarily see myself using the degree, and to take the time to go back to school and also like add more like loans or financial burden on myself, where I'm just like, I probably won't even use it, is the number one reason why I just haven't done it. I am at the point where I want to start giving myself like options in case something doesn't work out. I have, you know, not all my eggs in one basket. So I just don't know how I'm gonna make it work, because I really want to put a lot of my time into my YouTube channel, and then also, you know, I'm gone for flying a lot. So we'll see what really happens, but I really do want to start finishing my degree. Or I also thought about like going to like esthetician school or stuff like that, but I don't want to put too much on my plate at one time. But that is something that I've definitely been thinking about for a while. I just want to feel accomplished. I want what everyone gets a chance to do is, you know, graduate and wear a cap and gown, and that's something that I wanted for a really, really long time. So we'll see, you know, this year if I can continue to do like another class towards finishing my goals of just being a graduate. And then, you know, hopefully down the road, I could actually use my degree. And what I want to do is mass communications journalism. It's something that I always wanted to do. My dream job growing up was to be like Erin Andrews, like a sportscaster, a sports reporter. I know a lot of people have those dreams. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what I do, and see, you know, what journey this takes me on this year, if I will actually get started on possibly finishing my degree or not. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is just spray some all-nighter. Alright guys, so this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed this chit chat get ready with me and my 2020 goals. Please do leave in the comments below what are your 2020 goals. I would love to hear about them, and maybe it gives me more ideas of better ways I can work on myself or my life. And again, everything I used in this tutorial will be in the description box below if you are interested. And one more time, Happy New Year. Again, I'll probably be saying that for a little bit more since it's still early mid-January. And yeah, have a great, blessed day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!